Oh my gosh. So I accidentally didn't hit record. So kind of hoping I can get a good shot of her. I actually got a nice little lens that I can add on to here. Hopefully get better up close pictures. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is a video that I have thought about having to make a lot recently. If you're on Patreon, you already know because this happened Friday. And if you're wondering why I'm not crying, it's because this happened Friday. Chai died. This wasn't unexpected. I've noticed a slow decline the past couple months. She far exceeded her jumping spider lifespan and gave us 4 egg sacs. So I'm glad that in a sense she does get to live on. As soon as it happened, one of the first things I thought is, how am I going to tell people? Because I know that she meant a lot to a lot of you guys. I feel like she wasn't just my spider. She was kind of like this ambassador for jumping spiders. I saw that on Patreon when I was reading a lot of comments about how she inspired people and she helped break so many people's arachnophobia, and it's amazing all that came of this. I had a couple jumping spiders before her. In fact, jumping spiders is what brought me into this entire world, like many of you, but I never connected to a jumping spider the way I connected to Chai. And I know that sounds silly because she's a spider and I'm a 29-year-old lady, and that's weird, and that's why I didn't pick up my camera on Friday and cry to you guys about it. I just wanted to wait until I was more together and ready, and I feel okay, I'm all right. And I posted a lot about Chai, which I'm so happy that I did, because now I can look back on that and I have so many really good pictures of her. There's a lot of animals I have that I don't even think I have one good picture of, but she was super photogenic and social, and I just had a ton of pictures of her. But yeah, I was trying to prepare you guys. I think I started hinting towards it in June. I saw that she wasn't really able to catch prey herself anymore. I had to start crushing the crickets a little bit to slow them down so that she could catch them herself, or I had to tongue feed her, which I never had to do that. Normally I would just drop in a prey item and she would find it and take it down herself. And part of the whole thing with jumping spiders is their really cool ability to hunt, and she had lost that by June, so I knew that this was imminent. And then I posted again just a week or two ago that I looked in her enclosure and I could not find her, and so I started tearing it apart. And if you have a lot of inverts especially, you know this feeling where you realize you haven't seen one all day or for a couple days, depending on how often you normally see it. And suddenly you're ripping the enclosure apart frantically, oh my God, did it die? And that's how I was a week or two ago. But as I'm removing things from her enclosure, I notice on her stick, she's just sitting there just staring at me what are you doing? Why are you pulling all my stuff out? So that was a relief then, and I made a post about that. But yeah, so this has just been a long time coming, and I tried to prepare myself and I tried to prepare you guys, but I'm still very sad that this happened, even though it was inevitable. So here she is. She's old and gray. She looks like an old lady. Yeah. Also, while we're on this topic, I also wanted to mention another jumping spider loss. This one was a little bit less expected, but as you guys know, Matcha left an egg sac or so, and she also passed away recently. It's getting adult jumping spiders that are wild caught, laying egg sacs. Typically, you know that you don't have a ton of time left with them. But as for Chai, I had her before she was an adult. I think that's partly why I had so much time with her, is because she wasn't a full-blown adult when I got her. And then once she did mature, I bred her, and yeah, we got 4 egg sacs out of her, which we are going to rehouse the babies that I have left really quick. But before we do that, I did want to put Chai in one of these. So these are just little glass vials that I get from a craft store. You could probably put alcohol or resin or something in them, but honestly, I just let my jumping spiders dry out and they're fine. They just stay like this. They don't turn any colors. The only thing that really happens is their abdomen will shrivel, but their abdomen shrivels anyway in the alcohol, or at least it gets flatter. So yeah, I was thinking I would put her in one of these. I'd like to fit her in one of these because these kind of fit on my shelf better. So I guess we can try that. I don't want to break off a leg or anything though, because that can happen. So gotta be really careful. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever noticed. She only had 7 legs. She had 8 when I got her. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Oh yeah, she'll fit in this, I think. So yeah, really sad. Both of them lived, you know, a nice long life, but Chai especially, she was, you know, very special to me and a lot of us. So it's just like that much harder. I said this on Patreon when I told people, it's just like I hate when like the special ones go, and it's like, yes, they're all special, but like some of them, they just have a connection. And Chai definitely was, like, to put it in perspective, Fiona cried about it way more than I thought she was going to. And so yeah, it's hard. And yeah, I just wanted to share it with you guys and let you know. Okay, so now that we have talked about all that and I've taken a little break, I thought let's go ahead and rehouse some of Chai's babies. So I actually have this girl, hopefully girl, left from her first egg sac. And as you see, the enclosure is completely littered with fruit flies, like just a fruit fly graveyard in here. So we're gonna go ahead and rehouse into one of these vials. So I actually have these vials from Rick Vetter. He sent me these for my brown recluse babies, but I'm gonna go ahead and use them today for my jumping spider babies. I think that these would be perfect. And yeah, so I went ahead and I poked little holes on the top. Ideally, you don't really want their enclosures to have a top opening, but until I can go to the container store and get the Amok boxes I want and then poke the holes, we're just gonna have to deal with this. So yeah, like I said, this is the biggest one I have. And let's go ahead and try to get it in this vial. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but let's get in the enclosure. Yes, nope. Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, just a simple little setup. I think this will work out really well for her because now she has more space arboreally than she did in the cup, and she's drinking water. Check it out. Oh, that's so cool, look. That's right, drink that water. All right, so that is one down. Now what we have left is this little container. This is from her 4th egg sac. I was not going to keep any from this sac, but I've decided to keep all 6 because of what happened. These guys are still pretty small, but that means it's easier to kind of push them around. We've done this how many times? Come on, there you go. So let's see, we have 4 more to go. Oh. There you go. Okay, so that is all of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chai babies that I will be holding on to, and hopefully they all make it. it's been dicey. It's been very mixed. I have a lot that have just like done well. I have people that I gave them to that said that all of the babies I gave them are alive. But then I have some people who lost a couple babies or almost all of the babies that I gave them, and I think it's just really hit or miss with jumping spider babies. So I'm gonna try not to get too attached, but we will see how they all do. So yeah, anyway, I guess like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram to use probably way too much. It's @Tarantula Kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon podcast and a Teespring, and it's all linked down below. Let's get into the Patreon pet picks.